to another edition of If You Asked Jimmy. Today is gonna be extra beautiful because we have an elegant model in the house, the young and especially beautiful Catherine Oluwatomisin Ojetola, a freckled model who has made a name for herself in the industry and up and coming, globally recognized already, featured on BBC, featured in Punch, featured in Dang. This young, beautiful model has over 2.2 million views of her interview with BBC. Now, I'm having a millionaire model because if millions of people have watched you, that means that you have a global following. Can you welcome with me Catherine Oluwatomisin Ojetola? Welcome, also called Cutie Cathy. Welcome, Cutie Cathy.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
It's nice to have you on If You Ask Jimmy. I am so ready for you. I hope you are ready for me today.
I'm much ready for you.
So, guys, you all can see that we are all in for a beautiful one today with this beautiful young lady. It's a privilege to have you here because the way you came into the public, the way you came to limelight was from the biggest broadcasting corporation in the whole world. That's a massive anointing, don't you think? Tell me about it. What's the secret? You just went from here to up there. How was that experience with
So
the BBC?
it's actually very nice. So it's nice because when I saw their message, I saw their message that they wanted to interview me, and so I was not like, oh really? I was surprised. I won't lie, but it was actually nice. So it was a cool experience, though.
Amazing. And you know what? Looking at that interview, you killed it. It's as if you have been interviewing forever. You are so composed, you are so calm. When I watch some of your interviews, I see your calmness, I see your maturity. What is the secret? Tell me about that.
I don't know. Maybe that is just me. That is just me for you. That is just me. That is
That's
all I
just,
can say.
I agree with you. I believe you. That is just you. And then you're so self-confident. You have a very good sense of self-worth and self-esteem. After when I go back to some of the things that you have said about yourself, it's like you have a very strong personality. How did you get there? Like, did it just happen or things made it happen?
It did not just happen, no. Things made that thing happen. My self-esteem, that the self-esteem I have now, it was backed by a particular story. It did not just happen.
I appreciate that because I see you working with photographers. I see your clients. I see brands trying to work with you. Before I go into all of that, tell me about, let's take it from the beginning, beginning. Some of them might be some things that you have said out there in the public space, but I believe to have a background for this interview for those who are meeting you for the first time, I introduced you. Let me ask you to introduce yourself, based on your social media presence and your brand, everything about you. Tell me about yourself.
So my name is Catherine Oluwatomisin Ojetola, and I am a model, a young model at that. I'm a young model. I'm a frequent model. Yes, I have freckles and I have freaks like so. I work with brands and makeup artists, photographers. So in case you need an elegant model with freckles and vitiligo, you can just slide into my DM. My Instagram page, Catherine Ololade, and my TikTok page, Cutie Cathy. So in case you need a model, an elegant one to be precise, and just DM me. I'm on DM me. So that
Why?
is just my.
That's just you. Why wouldn't anyone want to work with this beautiful, elegant model? And because you are unique, they have to. Come on, I just love your vibes. I'm feeling you seriously, Catherine. And because they will definitely want to work with you because you're unique in every way. You're very confident, you're very composed, and you have very positive vibes. Now, from the beginning, when did you wake up to realize that you are different?
Okay. So when I was much younger, I did not know anything because I just felt like, oh, it was just, I don't know, nothing of no thoughts came into my mind. I was just living my life like a normal person, though I'm normal, but you get what I'm saying. So all of a sudden, as a child is growing, more, there are some things that we start thinking about, especially when you're already attaining puberty stage. So I would say when I was in GS1, it's not in GS1, that was when I started like noticing that, oh, I'm actually even different from people. And how did I notice? I'll be moving or I'll be walking. Then the way people will be shouting at, like, this type of reaction, and I'll be like, am I the one they are doing like this? Because I always feel different. I know you're seeing other people are walking and they're not shouting, they're not even doing things like
Nobody
that to them.
notices
But
them.
it's me. But you understand? So that was when I started noticing that, oh, I was actually different from everyone else.
Amazing, amazing. Did people make you uncomfortable, especially with, like you said, they'll be shouting sometimes, their reaction, especially people that are meeting you for the first time? How did that make you feel?
I felt bad though. I'm not like, I used to cry. It's just that people don't know. I don't talk, but I don't open up about things like that. So it's just it's just within myself. I used to cry. I cried a lot that people did not even know. Because I don't want people to know. So I just kept it to myself. I felt bad though. That is just
Wow,
like,
wow. That was then. That is
yeah,
history.
that was way back then.
That's history. I was watching one of your interviews and I saw where you said that when you got into high school, you had some people, a lot of the students were avoiding you, and sometimes they call you names. And it was only the people that you went to private primary school with, that were your close circle of friends. How were you able to handle that? Because children can be very nasty, they can be silly, and they don't care about your feelings. They can hurt people. They are not like adults that can even be a little bit reasonable. What kind of names were they calling you, and how were you able to handle all of that?
They called me a cheetah. They
Ha.
called me a leopard. Sporty leopard. In fact, there's this particular dog breed that has spots. Let's say
Mm.
it's white, they'll not have black spots. They
Wow.
classified me with that one. So monster. Some said Ebola no more. I
Wow.
was like, ah, I cried. Honestly, I cried a lot because I was like, why are you calling me a cheetah? You're calling me a leopard. Like, how do I even resemble an animal? Most of them say, whenever people call me that name, and I'll ask them, why are you calling me a cheetah? And they'll be like, don't you see what is on your body? Can't you see the spots on your body? And then will say, cheetah. And I'll just be like, really?
Wow. With all of that kind of verbal assault, did you just, respond to them? Why are you calling me this? Or did you report to the school authorities? And did any of your teachers or the authorities, did they do anything about it? Or they just bully you verbally like that?
Like I said before, nobody knows because my self-esteem, hey, it was, what they call, if I lower than zero, minus
Oh,
0 it was lower than zero. So I don't open up. I just, anytime they just insult me, I usually just keep it to myself. And I don't tell anybody. I did not tell my parents at all. Nobody knew.
wow. That must have been so harsh that you had to deal with that yourself. So, at what point did you now open up to your parents? How did that happen? Because they you eventually talked to them, right? How
Yeah.
did that, what led to that?
So one day, Naomi sent me a message. I was now on the road, sha. Then this particular girl, like I would senior her, sha, but let me say like my age range. Her younger sister was moving towards me. Then she just shouted, she just pulled her away that she should not go near me. That can't she see me that I'm going to jump on, like you understand that type of thing, that I'm going to scare her. And it was publicly. I felt so embarrassed that
Okay.
just had to run. I rushed back home. Then when I came home, I did not tell anybody until I was just in my room. So it was not until the next day that I now opened up to them and everything.
Wow, wow. That must have been harsh. Now people are celebrating this celebrity. I like the word elegant, because that's one of the nicknames I call my beautiful daughter. So elegant is in a class of our own. There are beauties, there are pretties, there are cuties. When you say someone is elegant, elegant means elegant, and I love that you're also my daughter in a way, and I'm very happy you're using that. And now you told your parents. Ah, from there, what was their reaction, and what was their reaction? How did they handle it? Because you have been facing this thing, and they know who you are, but now you told them. How did they handle it, and what happened afterwards concerning your skin type?
My mom cried. She cried that particular day that I told her she cried. My dad, you know that is a man. He did not want to cry, but me
Hmm.
looking at him, you would have known that got to him. So my mom was crying, but what did she do? She went to Instagram and there was a particular lady we knew, not like we know her like forever, but we just knew her on Instagram. So she now DM'd her. My mom now told her everything that happened. The lady was like, "Oh, she's going to come and meet me this so day."
Give her an
Then she came.
appointment.
When Yes, when she came, she talked to me. As I don't even know anything about this thing. I just know that it's on me. That is it. So she was not the one that now explained everything. She now like tried to boost my confidence along with my mom. Everybody was just like, you are talking, you're trying to boost confidence. Ever since that day, that was when my whole chapter just changed.
So we should be thanking your
That was
mother, because she actually, yeah, she broke down. Your dad was heartbroken, but was able to handle it as a man. But your mom did not just stay there sucking and lamenting. She took action. Kudos to your mom. Um, so, Kathy's mom, we say kudos to you for taking the bull by the horns and turning the story of your daughter and your family around. I can't stop looking at you. I can't stop admiring you. Cutie, come on. You have a nice sense of branding. Cutie. Cutie. Oh, can you help me to pronounce it? How did you come up with that, Cutie Cathy? Can you imagine CC, Cutie, Cathy? That's a powerful brand name. Tell me about that. How did you come up with that name?
okay. Okay, my TikTok account. It was my dad's account originally, but he does not used to use it. And by that then, I was not allowed to have any like social media, this type of thing. So I was just using my dad's account. So I was even on his phone. So it was his phone I used to post. But his username was off. And like I'm the one that is using it now, but the username is off. It's not even aligned. So I just sat down. I was like, what should I use? What should I use as my username? What should I use? I was like, okay, Catherine. I was like, short form. I like when people call me Cathy, Cathy, Cathy. I was like, okay, Cathy is going to be there, but should I just give it Cathy or so? I was just looking at it like, but wait, I'm fine, except I'm even cute. What have I did for that? Was like, I now used cutie underscore Cathy. That was like I just said.
And you know what? You hit home with that branding. Let me tell you, even if you were working as a model with a brand, and the best company in the world, the professionals, I don't think they can brand you better. It's like you're operating under one kind of special grace and anointing because everything about you is just adding up. Let me ask you, uh, kudos to your parents because definitely from what you're saying, you have very wonderful parents. You have very supportive parents. You are very caring parents because tell me about your relationship with your dad. I'll come to your mom later. I know your mom is so present and dad is so, you're so free with your dad. You can have his phone, you can post stuff. Tell us about your relationship with your dad.
Well, when my daddy's relationship is but like this, so 5 and 6,
5
5 and 6.
and
Because
6.
I drop his phone, can drop it. If I want, I got carry it and do what I want to do it. So like we're very, very close. Daddy, I need this. And if it's within his power, it will help me. Daddy, I need this. And whenever he says no, not that okay, oh, it's not it's just no for now, but that does not mean that it's no forever. So anytime I ask him for something, he always tries his best to help me to get it or do it. So that is me and my dad we are 5 and 6.
Wow. You see, because people say that daughters are closer to their fathers, why guys, their sons are closer to their mothers. And kudos again to your parents because it seems like they're very, I mean, definitely they are very smart parents. Not, it seems, I take that back. And they are very, very visionary because and I would like, they are very special for them to be able, especially both of them now. Your mom was able to get you some counseling. The counseling must have helped you from where you were at when you told your mom to another level entirely, to be self-aware and to understand more about yourself and your skin experience. And your dad let you have his phone. You're so free, you're so close. And today, if he never had let you have his phone, probably you might still get out there, but not at this time. And maybe BBC would not have noticed you, you know, because that BBC was, I mean, it was, how is it now? Table shaker. You know, when I saw that, I think it was hundreds, maybe 70 or 80,000 or 100,000. And then I started the views moving up, moving up. How do you feel sitting where you are today with the experience you have had, knowing that millions of people have come to meet you online that you have never even met and you may never meet? How does that make you feel? Millions of viewers, BBC alone 2.2 million. There was this dang interview, I think it was already, I don't know how much it is now, maybe it will be up to a million, maybe it was 400 something, 300 something by the time I was seeing it. How do you feel? Do you feel like the big girl? Millions of viewers and followers.
So I feel good, Sha. All thanks to God. When I even saw that BBC interview, said when it was released, I did not even know that they already released the video because let's say we did the video around like April. It now got released like 2 months later. I did not know that my video was already out there. I now went to school one morning, they already doing assembly. Immediately I got like to the assembly ground, that people were looking at me. I was like, what happened? Okay, I went to my line, Sha. It was not my friend that now told me that Catherine, you saw your BBC. I was not like, so these people have even released the video, and I did not even know. That was how I got in. And actually, I was actually very, very, I was proud of myself because that same day my teachers were calling my matter, my interview was in their staff room. My teachers were calling, they were like, does even this particular man, like, is a teacher though, but we don't really relate. But that particular day, they called me because one of my teachers told him they were discussing. It was not like, is this not the girl? He now called me, wasn't like, hey, so I saw your interview, and I actually felt proud of myself. I mean, I was very, very proud. I was like, this me?